It just keeps going up. Every time I refresh, it keeps going up. We're at... Jesus. Wow. How's my hair? Wait. That's better. Yeah. We can deal with that. We can do that. Oh, that'll work. That'll work. If you don't love what you do for a living, you're in the rat race. Is that offensive? I don't know. Perhaps it's a little more complicated. I think if you're working because you need to, because you got to pay for that roof over your head, you have to put food on the table. If that's why you're working, well, then yeah, you're in the rat race. If you love going to work and financially don't need to go to work, then maybe this video isn't for you. For everyone else, keep watching. There are two types of people stuck in this rat race. The ones that know they're in the rat race, and then there are the ones that have no clue. Ignorance is bliss here because knowing you're in the rat race isn't necessarily helpful. It's like finding out you're in the Matrix. Maybe it's just better not to know, frankly. But if you're watching this video, then the cat's out of the bag. You probably do know. And now that you know, you've sort of got to do something about it. If you know you're in the rat race, the goal isn't to simply win, which in of itself presents its own unique challenges. No, the goal is to get the out. Get the out of the rat race. But how do you do it? And what does it even mean to be out? That's a really good question. I'll answer the second part first. Financial freedom is what it means to be out. To have the ability to do what you want to do, that's number one. That's the bee's knees, as they say. Who the fuck says that? Don't know. But more importantly, no longer having to do what you don't want to do just to get by. I wouldn't say I meet either of these criteria, not fully, but I'm on that path and I can see the light, which is why I've got the sunglasses. It's kind of bright. That light is kind of bright. But again, how do you do it? That's the question. For me, it was simple. I was drinking lattes on the daily, on the daily reg. One day I just decided to cut all that nonsense out. And now I'm 1/500th of a billionaire. Okay, I'm joking about that. The latte is not about the 1/500th of a billionaire part. The first thing you gotta do is accept that you're a rat. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I was a rat. Everyone I love happens to be a rat. You have to recognize that you're a rat, that you're stuck, and formulate a plan for getting out. There is plenty of material out there on building wealth, side hustles, investing, and retiring early. I'm going to continue to talk about all that stuff on this channel, but for the purposes of this video, I want to just provide motivation for that initial step, that red pill moment. Or is it blue pill? I don't know. Which one did he take? Most financial planners will recommend saving at least 10% of your income. I see 15% recommended a lot, but it's not very often you see anyone recommend anything above that. And I want to break this down a little bit. What do those saving rates actually mean for you? If you want to exit the rat race in your 60s, like most people, it's perfectly fine advice to save 15% of your income. But that's not for me. And if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s even, do you think it's for you? I don't know. If you simply save 25% of your income and live off the other 75%, literally saving a third of a year's expenses each year, I want to show you how it can quickly escalate. Okay, I just refreshed my screen and what's happening behind me here is insane. So this is 1 day's return you're looking at. I'm recording this on Monday, October 25th, 2021. Currently up 7% for the day. We still have a few hours before the market closes, and it's all coming from Tesla. Tesla's up over 10%. That's $106,000 fucking dollars in one freaking day. That's not what this video is about though, but it's happening. This is real time. Jeez. Look at the last month, up almost $250,000 in the last 1 month. That's insane. But let's get back to the video. What was I talking about? Let's move that to the 1 day. All right, getting out of the rat race. I want you to think about it this way. If you can save 50% of your income, meaning you're living off half of your income and investing the other half, you're not only saving a year of your life in income, you're going to earn compounding return on a year's worth of income for every year that you save 50% of your income. So how long do you have to do this to get out of this rat race, right? That's the question. Mathematically speaking, and there's a lot of variables to think about here that we're not going to get into in this video, but you only need roughly 25 times your expenses to have enough to live off of, perhaps indefinitely. If you average a 10% return, for the sake of easy math here, it only takes about 13 and a half years, and that's starting from a base of zero savings. If you're only able to save 25% of your income, it's an additional 9 years of savings you'd have to do. But what if you're able to save 75% of your income each year? Well, if you're able to live off 25% of your income, that means each year you're literally saving 3 years of income and earning interest on it. In this scenario, you can reach financial independence in under 7 years. That's the simple math of it. It's your choice. Do you want to retire in your 60s, or do you want to get out much sooner than that? That's the question. For me to reach financial independence, my number was over $1 million. That's what I needed. Everyone's financial independence number is different. If you're very frugal, you can get away with much less than that, I think, especially if you're willing to house hack or geo arbitrage. I'll talk about those strategies in the future, but this is where I'm at now. 1.6 million for this portfolio. A lot of that, thank you to Tesla, of course. At this point, I think my debt is well in control. I've borrowed $470,000 against my portfolio. That is all of my debt. I can lose 54% of my portfolio, or $880,000 before I hit a margin call. And like I've said in other videos, I've got other accounts and other means to sort of act as a safety net somewhat to that. But I'm feeling a lot more confident than I did last month. It helps when Tesla goes up $100,000 in one day. That's for sure. No doubt about it. It just keeps going up. Every time I refresh, it keeps going up. We're at, Jesus, wow. So the last video I did, Tesla, I mentioned I was very close to becoming a Tesla-naire, I needed a Tesla stock price of like around $925 to become a Tesla-naire, and blew through that today. Anyways, guys, hit the damn like button. Hit the damn like button. Subscribe! I mean, if you want to. I mean, it's totally no pressure. Thank you, guys. My name is Nick. This is my lemonade stand. Now get the fuck out of here.